Hey loves, how are you guys doing today? Good morning to all of you and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. Alright, so I am still a little bit sick. I'm still getting over this cold sinus infection thing. Got some antibiotics today, so that's a good thing. So today I've decided that I wanted to do a pan porn video. I am working on a project pan porn and I will link that in the video, but I also have a lot of pans on other things other than eyeshadows. So I thought it would be fun to do a video that is just a pan porn video. And I really like watching these videos because you like with some of the products you get like a mini review in it, and then also it's just fun to see pan porn. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So I have things from all categories pretty much close to that I have like pan products for, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with my eyebrows. I'm gonna start with the Anastasia Dip Brow, and it's in ash brown, and here it is. It's almost gone. I already have a backup ready for this. As you can see, there's literally only like some right here left, and this is my favorite dip brow. And then the next one is the e.l.f. Beauty one, and I have like a pan in the wax right there. It's like a pomade slash wax. It's a really interesting formula. I do enjoy it. It's not that pigmented. Once you put it on, it kind of loses its pigment. So I use it more as a wax than a pomade. So the next one is my Nomad Cosmetics sample, and it's a highlight. And this is in Stockholm, and it's almost gone. I haven't been using it because I was like, oh my gosh, it's almost gone, but I'm probably going to end up using it up within the next month. But I was really sad because I looked up on Nomad to find out like I want to buy this highlight because I loved it so much, but it's in a palette with like shadows and some other products and stuff, and I didn't really like the palette. I just wanted the highlight, and it's not sold separately, so that made me a little sad. But I'm really glad that I got this. I really love the formula, so if you want to try this out, go take a look at the palette. You might like the palette. I have this MAC C4 Studio Fix foundation, and this has a large pan in it. And then I have my Kat Von D foundation that has a pretty large pan in it as well. And it feels good to see these pans like I'm using this product, you know what I mean? And this is in medium 57. And then the next ones that I have are two bronzers and then another highlight. So I have this bronzer. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and this one's really good. I like this. On my skin, it's a very light bronze, and I just like to use this for days where I just want that light bronze, you know? And then this is the Sweetie Pie bronzer. Pop this open. I've got a nice little pan right there. I'm so proud of that pan. And this is part of my Too Pretty to Pan project, and I was very proud of myself for hitting pan on this because I was so afraid to use it before because I didn't want to mess up that design, and it's just so cute, and I didn't want to be like, you know, I didn't want to use up such a cute packaged product type of thing, but it's like, what's the point of it? It was $30. Use your money's worth, you know? So it feels good that I hit pan on that. And then this one I got from BoxyCharm, and I think this is my favorite thing I've ever received from BoxyCharm. Actually, one of the other ones too, but it's my favorite highlight that I've ever received from BoxyCharm, and this is the Rose Gold highlight from Jessica Libeskind, I think it's called. It's by Vintage Cosmetics. I've got a nice little pan there, and I'm still sick, so if I'm sniffling, I apologize. So the rest are gonna be eyeshadows. So here is my Makeup Geek collab with Manny MUA, and I've hit pan in Beaches and Cream. And then I have my favorite eyeshadow palette that I've gotten from a BoxyCharm, and that's the Studio Makeup On The Go palette. And I've hit pan in this middle shimmer shade here. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. And then I've almost hit pan in like 4 or 5 other eyeshadows. Like, I really enjoy this palette. It's a great neutral palette. They did give us like a cool palette too, but I didn't really like that one, so I gave that one away to a friend. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It just really wasn't my cup of tea, but she really enjoys it, so that's great. The next one is the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette, and I have 2 pans in this one, and I'm getting close to hitting pan in this, and this one. So yeah, I really love this palette. I know a lot of people don't really use this palette and I think it's just because it's so colorful, but I love this palette so much. I like to do like a peachy orange shade eye, and I'll supplement it with my, what is it called? Let me see here. Candied Peach from the Sweet Peach palette, and I'll mix this orange with Candied Peach, and it gives it like a really nice orange peachy shade, and then I'll just darken out my outer corner with like this shade or some other dark shades. And then I like to do like a blue eye here, and then I'll darken it up with this shade here, and then this is just a really nice shimmer, but I only use this wet because it's very chunky when it's not wet, and I don't feel like it picks up well on a brush, but I don't feel like it puts down on the eye very well if it's dry. So I always use this wet with like some MAC Fix Plus or something. So just a little warning there. So the next ones I'm gonna show you are the chocolate bar palettes that I have and the Sweet Peach palette. So in my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, I have 2 pans in Candied Peach and White Peach, and then I'm getting close to having some pans in Talk Derby to Me and Summer Yum, and that's this one and this one. And yeah, so, and this is part of I'm doing the pan porn project, but I'm also really focusing on my chocolate bars as well as all of my eyeshadows. So I've been using this one quite a bit this week, which I'm just glad to be using it. I love the Sweet Peach palette. I love my chocolate bar palettes that I have. So the next one is the Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I have 2 pans in this one. I've got this one, and then I've almost hit pan in this one over here. And I really love this palette. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's like a cool tone palette, but I love that it's cool tone because I don't really have very many cool tone shades. I'm more of a warm tone person, so this is like my go-to cool tone palette. The next one is my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate palette, and I've got 4 pans in this one, and you're gonna see 5, but I'll explain it. I always need to explain it because otherwise people think that I finished that eyeshadow and I didn't. So here are the 4 pans. I've got this pan, you can't really see it, it's like, there we go, it's glaring. This highlight is panned, and then I've got a pan here, and I've got a pan here, and then this one is a Pink Sugar, and that's the one that I said it doesn't really count. This Pink Sugar, I don't know if I got it dead, I don't know what happened, but mine just kept like chunking up and sealing up and was just the worst eyeshadow I have ever seen in my life. So every time I would open this palette, I feel like it was like just muddied by the fact that I would look at that Pink Sugar and be like, oh, I hate that eyeshadow so much with the passion. So I just took a paper clip and literally cleaned it out. And now every time that I open it, I'm happy to look at this palette. So yeah, that's the story on that Pink Sugar. So the last ones that I have pan on are all my, well, no, I don't have pan on my Soft Glam palette, but 3 of my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. So I'll start with the Modern Renaissance. The Modern Renaissance, I have 2 eyeshadows that I've hit pan on, which I'm really surprised that I haven't hit more pan in this palette, but I haven't. But there's the two shades that I've hit pan on. The next one is the Subculture palette, and I believe I have, 5 shades. Let me take that brush out. I have 5 shades that I've hit pan on, and I know there's a lot of controversy with this palette, but I love it, as you can see. So I've hit pan on this shade, this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade. And I would say New Wave and Roxy are my favorite shades in this palette, and this yellow mustardy color is the New Wave, and then this is Roxy. And New Wave, I just think it's such a unique shade that I don't really see in any other palettes, and it's just, I love like that mustardy shade on my eyes, and I'll do a inner 2/3 of my eye this mustard shade, and then I'll use Fudge and Rowdy and Mercury to do like a darkened outer corner to give depth, and I just love how that look comes out. And Roxy, I just love peachy shades as well, and this is like a nice like strawberry peach shade type of thing, and it's just beautiful. The last one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. And I have one little pan in this baby. So I have a pan right here, and that is in Unity, and I do really like this palette. I would say my favorite shade is actually Saturn. I just really like that really warm tone, like red shade. And yeah, so that's all of my pans. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoy watching pan porn videos, and I am sick, so if I sound a little like monotone and down in the dumps, that's just why. That's because I'm sick. Sorry. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or you want to say hi, leave me a comment below. And don't forget to hit like on this video if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe before you go. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!